Is there a third one here? Exactly, Transcend. Like, anybody who says there's no games to play, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Where's the third one here?
Accio.
There's got to be a third one around here somewhere. I just don't know where.
Accio.
I may have to break down and use Revelio.
Revelio.
There it is. How did I miss that?
Accio.
Do I like RTS games in general? I mean, not really. Just depends. Like, but I don't consider all turn-based games RTS games, if that makes sense. I know some people will call all turn-based games RTS games, and I don't really put those in the same category. To me, RTS games are more like Dune Spice Wars, where you're like managing resources, right? So are we talking about those types of games? Like Warcraft, the original Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, Dune Spice Wars. That's what I think of like when I think RTS games. I did not get into Warhammer until Rogue Trader came out. I've never got into. I never really played. Okay, yeah. So we're on the same page. Yeah, I don't really know that much about Warhammer. I got into Warhammer because of Rogue Trader 2 years ago, and that's the game that introduced me to. Because I was like, well, I love their Pathfinder games. I knew of Warhammer. I had never played Warhammer because I was always too busy with Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder and stuff. So that was the game, and then since then I played Bolt Runner, Space Marine 2, Dark Tide. I've played 5 or 6 Warhammer games since I played Rogue Trader. All right. Man, I tell you what, guys, I did some exercises yesterday, and I'm having an uncomfortable morning with my leg this morning. I did squats yesterday for the first time in a while, and I'm definitely feeling it this morning. I've been feeling really good the past 4 or 5 days, and this morning I'm just like, ugh. Gustav says, watching you on a cold autumn morning and drinking a tea is peak Harry Potter vibes. It is peak Harry Potter vibes, but I'm jealous of where you live that it's peak autumn, because where I live, it's still fucking summer. Yesterday was 40 degrees Fahrenheit, Celsius, sorry. 40 degrees Celsius, 105 Fahrenheit.
If only someone would come to me aid.
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a Grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
I'm afraid I'm all out of invisibility potion. I suggest finding somewhere safe and being especially careful.
Safe. Careful. Yes, that makes sense. And you're sure you don't... No. Very well. Hopefully the Grim, or whatever it has foretold, doesn't get me first.
Well, moving to the mountains is the long-term plan for us, so...
This place has seen better days.
Not quite there yet. Gotta keep saving. Kitty cat. What's up, Mellorex? Barbarossa, who did I miss? Everybody else coming in. A bunch of people sneaking in on chat this morning. Stigman says, people say there's nothing to play and I'm buried. Yeah. I said that yesterday with, when I did that Tainted Grail video last night. It was like, I do not understand the people who are like, there's nothing to play.
Accio! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Confringo!
I would imagine those are the same types of people that go to restaurants. Like, there's nothing to eat, and there's 50 things on the menu. Or they sit at home and they live in a city and there's 300 restaurants around them. There's nothing to eat. I'm bored. Thanks, Gustav. I think this morning is just because I've been feeling really good the last week. I've been feeling really good actually. Yesterday I did some squats, So I need to right now. I need to start strengthening my legs again because I've been just doing therapy for like 5 months, 4 months. And literally the step I was on, because I can't go to therapy right now because the offices, they're moving offices. And I was literally supposed to have a doctor's appointment last Thursday or last Tuesday. I can't remember. Whenever I went to the doctor last week. And it's actually, I think it was 2 weeks ago now. To have a doctor's visit to see what the next step of my physical therapy was going to be. And the building got condemned. So they're in the process of like trying to find a new building to move to. So everybody's waiting. So the next step was literally my physical therapist. I did an exercise bike day, and she's like, "Well, I think you're good to start doing the reinforcement stuff." So now it's just building up the muscle strength again and all the tendon strength and ligament strength and everything else. So squats and exercise bike and everything else. But I did some new squats last night, and I'm feeling it this morning. The problem is it's because it's still, you've got an injury, a long-term, long healing injury there. It's not just like normal muscle pain. It's just like, let me cry about it a little bit to my stream is what it is. Feel sympathy for me, kids. It's the parasocial sympathy bell. Let me ring that a little harder. She needs a Xanax? Yeah, she sounded like she did, yeah.
Psst, over here. Quietly.
Shit, I should have got more coffee before we started this
I'm glad
quest.
that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that
My
Rookwood
last
and
slug
Harlow
was
were after
lukewarm,
you,
so I need some
I
hot coffee
decided that
now.
you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Give me 2 seconds here. Someone was just saying we. So I don't know if you guys caught the announcement, by the way, last night. Alex Garland. If you don't know who Alex Garland is, this guy has been directing some of the most amazing films of the last 10 years. Science fiction films. Uh, he's a great director, right? He was a video game writer before he became a film director, right? And a novelist. He just got announced yesterday, I think. He's directing the Elden Ring game, a video game adaptation film. I said that all wrong. Alex Garland has been tapped to direct the Elden Ring film adaptation. And this guy, like, his films, I'm going to read off some of his films. Some of you have probably seen these. So he's an author, director, and screenwriter, right? So he started off, if I remember correctly, he started off doing video games um, as a video game writer. And then, no, he started off with novels and then got into like video game development. Yeah, so video games. He did Enslaved, Odyssey of the West, and DMC Devil May Cry. So his films, as a writer, he did 28 Days Later, Sunshine, 28 Weeks Later, Never Let Me Go, Dread, Ex Machina. He was also the director on Ex Machina, director and writer of Annihilation, director and writer of Men, director and writer of Civil War, director and writer of Warfare, which just came out, writer on 28 Years Later, writer on 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, and now he just got tapped to be the writer and director of the untitled Elden Ring movie that's currently in production. Dude. Dude. Oh, and he was the writer director of Devs, if you haven't seen Devs, which was fucking amazing. Um, so yeah, I've not even played the Elden Ring game, but I bring this up because someone was saying it'd be really cool if Elden Ring followed the footsteps of, they won't, of Lies of P and adding a story mode, but it'd be really cool if they did.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in.
Right, and the thing
I do
is,
not
like,
see any
his
guards,
direction
but
style,
we
if
should
you've never
still
seen any of
try
his
to
other
be
work,
as quiet as
he
possible.
does
Harlow
science
is here
fiction and
after all.
horror incredibly well, and action. So I have no doubt that Elden Ring movie is gonna be absolutely lit. I haven't watched Warfare yet. I need to. I've heard really good things about it, so it's gonna be next on my agenda to watch. Civil War was intense. Darren Aronofsky just has a new film out too, which I need to go watch, but I think it's only gonna be in the theaters. I just saw the trailer for it last night. Caught Stealing. Oh shit! I still haven't watched The Whale either. I've seen every single one of Aronofsky's films since he started with Pi, except I forgot to watch The Whale, which was a couple years ago with Brandon Fraser. I still think The Fountain is my favorite film by him. That or Black Swan. Mm. Oh yeah, have you seen Ex Machina and Annihilation Transcend? If you've not seen Ex Machina and Annihilation, those two films back to back. Oh, you got to go watch those. They're definitely psychological. So Ex Machina, dude, Ex Machina is probably one of my favorite science fiction films. Um, Domhnall Gleeson, Alicia Vikander, and Oscar Isaac. So it's basically this programmer played by Oscar Isaac who builds this. Um, he's basically trying to administer a Turing test to a humanoid android who is played by Alicia Vikander. Super hot, sexy android girl, right? So he's got this bunker out in the middle of nowhere, and he builds this robot, and he wants to apply the Turing test. So he brings in this outside programmer played by Domhnall Gleeson to come test this robot, and that whole fucking movie is about what is consciousness. But it's fucked up. It's a fucked up movie. And the ending is, I don't want to spoil it. The ending is absolutely amazing. Like I've seen that film I think 4 times. It's so good. And then Annihilation is with Natalie Portman. Um, and it's got Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Gina Rodriguez, Tessa Thompson, Tuva Notney, and Oscar Isaac. And that's even more of a psychological, because it's like it's listed as a science fiction horror film. Basically, it's a group of scientists who enter this alternate dimension where there's like quarantine zone of mutating plants and animals that's caused by aliens. Dude. But I would recommend starting with Ex Machina. Ex Machina is really good, but it's Ex Machina is more just like straight up science fiction, whereas opposed to Annihilation is more the science fiction horror type thing. I think Ex Machina was the first movie I saw with Alicia Vikander in it. Right before I think the one I saw after that was like Tomb Raider, probably.
Revelio.
Venite. Oh, nothing.
I gotta find a way in here. I'd say we can go right here.
Accio. I wonder what that does. Confringo. Well, that didn't work. Something with a bit more force. That did it.
Oh, I'm gonna need Wingardium Leviosa, I bet. Yep, I'm gonna have to drag that out and use it. Oh, I'm finally getting to use this spell. Alright. Where was it at, though? I forget which one this is. Leviosa. Glacius. I'm pretty sure I have it assigned somewhere. I think that's it right there.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Huh, I must need another one from somewhere. Oh, unless I'm supposed to flip it up on its side, maybe? Can you flip it up on its side? Unless I'm supposed to climb the pipe, maybe?
Revelio.
Oh, there's another one. Ah, no, wait, that's a chest. Never mind. Quidditch goggles? Hold up. Oh, I know for a fact I would enjoy Elden Ring's story. I've watched streams and I've loved everything I've seen about the story, and I like George R. R. Martin as a writer, but I just won't play it because of the stupid difficulty thing. It's like, nope, I'm not gonna subject myself to it. Edward, you should like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. I've published multiple videos about what I'm doing with Tainted Grail, and we were actually just talking about it a few minutes ago.
Revelio. Depulso. Revelio.
Matter of fact, there was 2 videos published yesterday on Elden Ring, sorry, Tainted Grail. Now you got me on Elden Ring. 2 videos published yesterday on Tainted Grail and my plans for it. Short version, yes. What am I missing here? Because that's not...
Wingardium Leviosa.
Can I get on the box and do it that way? No. As soon as you get on top. I wish I could flip it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Alright, I'm genuinely confused here right now. So I'm obviously... Yeah, I can't get on it and use it, though. I just tried doing that, and it won't let me. Like, as soon as I step on it, it no longer becomes... I don't think I can damage the wall.
Confringo.
There's got to be, like, another box around here somewhere that I'm just missing.
Confringo. Revelio.
But I sure as shit don't see it anywhere. Because I can't jump that. There's no way. It's too high.
Revelio.
That's got to be the way in, though. The thing that spins is what opened the gate for me to get the box out in the first place, so...